It's showtime.
Breaking news from the BS and Beer News Desk.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the show. It's the Beer Chaser. The Saints fall to the Chiefs 26-13. I am Dale. With me is Trail, man. How you doing today, man?
I'm trying to find trying to find the rest of our season, man. I'm gonna have to check under the bed or something.
Mm.
To see
Yeah.
if we can, Nope,
Yeah,
couldn't find
man.
it.
Listen, these injuries may have finally caught up with us on the offensive line. We definitely had some problems that need to be sorted out, man. But this was a rough one, bro, because I never really felt like we were going to win, like, at any point. Like Kansas City always had this crap in hand. So that was disappointing. So man, let's go through this game. This game was at Kansas City. And we see Saldiveri makes a start at left guard for the Saints. And that was a surprise because, we don't really see him starting very much. So injuries, of course, take place. But I think to finish the game, Lucas Patrick was playing the left guard position. Did you notice that position at all?
Actually, no. Once I'm guessing it's probably the reason why Carl went out because that no one was covering the extra lineman.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I actually didn't pay too much attention to that position at all. To be honest, I'm like, where are we gonna? There's so many drop passes we could have had. I thought they was going to the well one too many times on with Shaheed, which I've been saying almost every game that you keep going. They're gonna know you're going for him, so set stick to the middle pass, get the first down, do some check downs. You keep going for the long haul, and he got home once, but and then number 84, you gotta catch that pass, man.
I mean, for real though,
gotta catch that pass, dude.
Like look at that. It's low percentage throw, and different things like that, right? But it was on the money.
Yeah.
Like it was
that was our last chance of even trying a comeback was that drop pass. It was a bad game all around, and it all started when Carr, I guess he doesn't know how to throw the ball away correctly, and it landed right into the DB. And I'm like, well, something told me we wasn't winning this game. I was worried about this game for weeks. Losing to the Eagles, losing to the Falcons cost us because I was expecting us to lose this game, at least go 4-1.
Right.
But
yeah,
now
I agree.
Dennis Allen's on the hot seat.
Yeah. So yeah, to your point there, the interception comes when the Chiefs bring a nice blitz to them, and they're getting good pressure, but Carr throws like a YOLO ball. I just call that a YOLO ball. You're going deep down the sideline, intended for Shaheed, and it's intercepted. So that's I don't. He loves Shaheed for real. Carr loves Shaheed. Now, Shaheed does need to learn how to draw.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just sticking with his deep route. He needs to learn how to draw pass interference calls, because there are several times where, like the ball thrown inside, he couldn't get work back to the ball. But you got to make that crap look like he's mugging you. And so
Yeah.
you get this call for your quarterback. He's giving you a chance one-on-one. So yeah, he's got to learn that, but also he's got to learn how to fight for one-on-one balls. He's not very good at fighting for one-on-one passes, and Carr continues to put him in places like that. So, but in this case, I'm not blaming Shaheed on this. I would love to see Carr do something different when there's zero pressure coming at him, besides going the deep pass, down the field. Exactly. That's what I'd like to see.
Go through the middle. Have
Yes.
Olave run a slant route, or have Johnson run a slant route. Have Kamara run a slant route.
Somebody in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I mean, you got Kamara that's fast. That can go through the slant. You got Olave, who's actually should be your number one wideout.
Yeah.
Have him go through a slant. But it's always to the house every time. And it's like you can't do that with everybody.
Right. Yep. So yeah, the offense, man, I'm telling you. So Kansas City gets the ball back after this interception. They walk down the field with ease. It's 7-0 KC at this point. And then, further along in the game, we see Patrick Mahomes do like a spin move in the pocket, pass the ball. The guy dropped it. Thank God he dropped it, because we would have seen this for like 15 years after he would have caught this pass. Like all these plays, bro, like featuring the Saints on defense. I don't want any more of these.
Okay? Right. Our legacy's already solid enough with all these monumentous
Beastquake, Minneapolis crap. Yeah, I don't want no more of them, bro. So thank God he dropped that pass, bro. Because I keep wondering, like, okay, at what point is this Mahomes magic gonna run out? All right, because you can't be doing this crap, spinning around in the pocket and then throw the ball.
It's Mahomes, man. He'll take any team to the playoffs, man. It's the kid is special, man. The guy,
man.
The guy is special.
He seriously is.
I was so happy when he got that. I was so happy when he threw that touchdown pass and the dude bobbled it and run, big fella, run. I'm like, look at Dale, go, Dale, go. I'm like, he's trying to pull a James Harrison and go the distance. I'm like,
yeah.
Everybody's telling him to stay down. He's like, I'm gonna run 30 back. So I was like, finally something to get us going. And
yeah, man.
I think we got a touchdown on that drive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That was the after Saints forced the field goals, 10-0 Chiefs. Carr responds, hitting Shaheed on a deep pass for a touchdown. It's 10-7 Chiefs at that point. But throughout that drive, the running game was struggling. So that's something we definitely got to figure out. We're a running team, and we could not run the football today.
Yeah, we need to help out Kamara, because we're starting to run him to the ground again. If we rely on him to run the ball, he's not going to stay. He's not going to stay healthy. So we need to try to go back to that dual running back system that we had, years ago, which I know was probably not going to happen because Williams is not.
Who else you gonna run? Because
exactly, I was gonna say. I mean, we got a backup running back we can use, but he's not Mark Ingram. He's not that power back. We need a power back like Derrick Henry or someone like Saquon or something. But I mean, we could use him, have both him and Kamara, and which running back we're gonna go to, which running back we're gonna throw to. We got to have different. They got to come up with different schemes, because we're doing almost the same scheme, and we need to find whatever worked for us in week 1 and week 2, and see if we can try to duplicate that. Because
a lot of it was the deep pass to Shaheed. Like that was a good bit of it. Some of it, was running, but I didn't see the space that I normally see in a Saints running game since Kubiak came to town. I did not see that space open at all. Kamara only had 26 yards rushing on 10 carries. And like you said, we don't have anybody else to hand the ball off to, which sucks. So let's get further in the game. But did you notice when Kansas City had the ball, there weren't a lot of holding calls being called on the Chiefs, but yet I saw a lot of holding out there for the Chiefs. Did you notice any of this, bro?
Yeah. I mean, Andy Reid walked up to the head ref and said, "Hey, remember to write your checks." And it was like, "Yes, sir, Mr. Reid," and that was it. So yeah, I mean, they had some. Chiefs had a few bonehead penalties on their own end, but yeah, there was a lot of they didn't catch all the holdings, So
yeah, for sure, man. Listen, the defense, they chased Patrick Mahomes around all game. They had troubles bringing him down. In this series, we finally get a sack from Chase Young.
I was proud of that. I was happy with that.
Hold. It's like a 3-and-out I'm sorry. The offense responded with a 3-and-out. I'm sorry about that. The defense comes in, it holds the defense, holds the Chiefs offense. So it's 16-7 Chiefs at this point. The offense did not help very much with the defense. The defense gave up some plays, they gave up some long drives, but they made stops in the red zone, forcing some field goals. I thought the defense played okay. We still got problems. Don't get me wrong. There are still problems out there. And the number one problem seems to be Adebo with these pass interference penalties going deep. Like he's there. He's step for step, but like he freaks out.
And he doesn't turn and look at the ball.
Yeah.
Like just turn one time so the rest can see you seeing the ball coming and then do whatever you got to do. You wouldn't get these calls. It'll be like a 3-and-out or whatever it is. But when you don't look, you're interfering. So it's like, come on, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Ridiculous. We do get some a positive play from the defense. Again, in the red zone, we forced a turnover. Colin Saunders forced an interception. He got an interception. This was late in the third quarter here. They were driving down. Colin Saunders, he went to rush. Then he kind of just dropped back, seeing that there was like a screen or something short. He gets his hands on the ball. He returns it like 40-something yards. The man is a freaking weapon. We need to give him the ball on offense. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like just bored out of my mind. I'm like, Jesus Christ, finally something good. And I was like, I thought that was gonna turn the tide because that game should have been closer than what it was. Like that's 3 games in a row where we got these high-power quarterbacks and that high-power offense is not really going off. We're giving up small points, but we're not letting them, go off like they usually do, and yet we can't capitalize on offense.
Yes.
That's 3 games straight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like something's got to give, man. I mean, our offensive line, that hurts us because those guys, our original guys, they're the reason how Kamara can get going on the running game. But every time we turn around, everyone's down, and now I'm wondering, are we gonna have a quarterback Sunday?
Well, that's to be seen. We're gonna be playing on a short week for sure. So we will get to Derek Carr in a bit here. So we do get Derek Carr tomorrow in the red zone. That's a nice touchdown for the Saints. We bring it closer. We get to, I want to say this is
23-13, I think.
Yeah. This makes it 13-10, right? At this point, right? So no, that was second quarter. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they make it 23-13. I think yeah.
Okay. So then at that point, man, we get a stop on defense. Okay, it was 16-13.
Oh, okay.
Groupie misses an extra point after a touchdown there. And that gives us 16-13 Chiefs. So that was pretty unfortunate. Do you think the Saints will in some sort of field goal kicker?
No. Groupie just missed that one. He hasn't really missed any field goals, to be honest with you, that much.
Yeah.
So I think he's good. He's all right for now because he's been pretty solid. It's just unfortunately he misses that extra point. But I think as far as getting a new kicker, I think right now, don't we have a backup kicker? If I'm not mistaken, did we let him go?
Yeah, I believe that guy's still on the practice squad. If I'm not mistaken, he is a foreigner, so he gets like a waiver or something to be on a practice squad. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Groupie's good for now. He wasn't.
Charlie
Smith. It would have did it even if he made the extra point.
Yeah.
He wasn't the problem.
So yeah, Charlie Smith is his name. And yeah, he does have that exempt status, being from somewhere over there, across the seas somewhere. So.
Oh, okay. Foreign exchange student. Got it. All right, cool.
So now, yeah, these are some people I do podcasts with. They wanna troll me here. So Will does have a point. Okay, I did complain about Shaheed. I'm not gonna say complain about it. I doubted him being a viable second wide receiver for the Saints. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, he's proven me wrong so far. He makes some young mistakes and stuff like that, but he has been a viable second option for the Saints. Now we need more. So I will say that I was right about that. So
they should have him do some drag routes too instead of always deep routes.
Spread them around. I'm wondering, like, is it just the personnel package? So a few of those zero blitzes, I saw Shaheed on the outside, Tipton on the other side, on the outside, and there was Olave in the slot. They come with a zero blitz, and Olave runs a middle route, but it's not in response to like a hot route, like when you're blitzing. You're supposed to help your quarterback out, and so it was a long developing play. And of course, it was incomplete. He went deep. Like I said, that's what Carr likes to do. He likes to go deep. So he went deep to Tipton. Great pass, absolutely great pass. He just dropped it. But
just gotta catch that.
I love to see like Olave respond to this. Give me a slant across the middle. Give me something quick. Get the ball at the quarterback's hands so that we can stay healthy and everything like that. But it's a higher percentage pass than it is deep down the field as a long pass. I mean, look, you got to throw an accurate ball under pressure, and then the receiver has to fight the cornerback and actually catch the ball in bounds. It's a lot of variation there, and that's why it's such a low percentage kind of play. I would love to see something different. Please work something different, Kubiak. This next game to respond to zero blitzes, assuming Carr is going to be healthy, because we did see Carr walk to the locker room, and the word is it was an oblique injury.
Yeah,
I did not get any further updates from it. We probably won't know anything until practice starts.
Morning. Yeah.
So yeah,
he got hit pretty hard on that blitz. That hit. He got that ball off quick, but he got hit pretty good, man. But If he can't go, hopefully Hayner. He's a runner. I can see he's a runner. He got like a first down or two. So we'll see, man. If Carr can't go, maybe Hayden can get some practice with the first rep team and see how that goes because he showed up. I'm not gonna hold my breath or anything, but he showed some flashes that he can hold his own if given the right amount of practice.
Yeah. Now, one play I wanted to mention too was he was playing for Juju Smith-Schuster, and he does a drag route pretty much across the middle, and big gain for the Chiefs. Gets them into the red zone. Like the Honey Badger was in one-on-one coverage with them. He fell down. But it seems like we're getting toasted across the middle for these long games, like just about every game here.
Yeah, I don't know what Dennis Allen's doing with on defense because I've seen that multiple times in back-to-back weeks as well. It's like when these teams are going to these slant routes or in the middle, we're always getting burnt on these runs, and it's like, what are you guys doing? Either we're missing tackles or we're getting beat. So we need to come up with a different defensive scheme and a defensive package because it's for the past 3 weeks it hasn't been working. I don't know what's different than what we did the first 2 weeks. Everything it just changed after that. Like the defense can't hold, the schemes is not working most of the time. And it's like we still can't contain these mobile quarterbacks. That's still becoming our Achilles heel with Kirk Cousins, Pat Mahomes, the Eagles quarterback. We couldn't contain him much. It's like, how are we going to fix this? It's going long way too much now. Like that's got to change.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. We had caught in a man defense. That's just really what it is. And one person messes up, like the entire thing collapses, man. And that's the deal there, man. So, yeah, some other highlights I passed up was Worthy running in the red zone. He scored a touchdown. We did get to see Jake Hayner with about 3 minutes left in the game. But that was the game itself. Yeah. Chiefs 26, Saints 14. So the oblique injury, we don't know the extent of that. They won't tell you anything until you have to submit injury reports from practice. So we'll see about that. The offensive line as a whole needs to get healthier. We're starting 1, 2, 3 different non-starters, and it's mess up front, and we cannot handle the blitz. And until we're able to handle the blitz, we're going to see blitz after blitz after blitz.
Yeah.
And now our quarterback is hurting with an oblique injury. So he's probably going just saying how he played last year, right? He played with injuries last year. So he's probably going to try to play with this one too. He was not very good.
When it's an oblique, I don't know, man. When it's an oblique, that's one bad move, one bad throw, one bad hit, and you can really rip some tendons. So
yeah.
I guess we'll see how he is on Wednesday because like you said, it's a short ride back home, and we ain't got that much time to prepare for the next game. And it's not like ain't no way he's gonna feel 100% in 4 days. So I would not be surprised if we get Hayner in there with Rattler as the backup.
So you think it'll be Hayner for sure? I mean, I know Hayner, it was definite backup this game, but and Rattler was already designated as QB3. I think this is definitely because Rattler runs the practice squad, and everything like that. I'm sorry, the scout team and stuff like that, right? So in a full week, does Rattler become your starting quarterback versus Haener because there's time to get him ready in a week?
I mean, if Carr's out, if I would say if Carr gets a significant injury, I wouldn't mind seeing Rattler, but I think Des Allen's probably going to go with Haener.
Okay.
And see how Haener does at least the first half of the game. If he's doing all right, they probably keep him in. But if he's not doing so well, there's a chance they might bring in Rattler for the second half.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Haener earned that backup role. So I think more likely they're going to go to Haener first.
Okay. I guess to wrap this thing up, man, what position group would you speak to if you could to, magically pump them up to play better for the Saints? What would it be?
It has to be the offensive line.
Offensive line, okay.
I can't say I would say defense, but there's been plenty of times for the past month the defense has tried their best. They always bend, but they didn't break so much, and it was always the offense that didn't show up, which forced the defense to go back on the field, get tired. So, as much as I want to say defense, they tried their best. It's the offense that we got to get going. That offensive line, they got to get together. And be like, look, I know there's so many people. It's a revolving door in the old line, but we got to get it together. We got to get Kamara going. We got to get Carr more time to throw the ball. And yeah, that's what I would just tell the offensive line. It's like, stick together, know your role, do your job, and attention to detail. We can't let the D linemen get the best of us.
Okay. I think I'd go talk to the wide receivers because we need somebody else to step up. I'm just looking at the different targets being distributed. Rashid Shaheed gets 9 targets. Alvin Kamara gets 8. Juwan Johnson gets 5. 4 for Olave, 4 for Tipton. Like, there ain't that many other targets going around. Like, nobody else is making a case to get the ball. We need somebody else to step up, bro. I mean, Olave is supposed to be our number 1 guy, but he got 2 catches on the day.
He's taking the shine. Shahid's taking the shine. It's like Shahid's becoming the WR1 and Olave's becoming the 2. And it's like it shouldn't be the 2. He should be the 1.
Yeah.
Go ahead and call the Raiders, man. Bring in Devontae, man. Go ahead and call the Raiders, man.
So what would you be willing to give up for Devontae Adams right now?
Oh man. I would say people keep saying Marshall Lattimore, but it's like I don't want to compromise our defense by getting rid of him. But it's either him or Taysom Hill, a couple picks, maybe someone from defense.
Okay,
but it's like I don't think we're gonna pull the trigger. But I know we called and asked. At least we had called and asked, but because the Raiders, they're just looking for a second rounder and some picks. So
yeah, would you be willing to give up the first if that puts you in the driver's seat?
I mean, the greedy part of me don't want to lose Lattimore.
Okay.
But I know people are probably gonna come asking for him. I know the Raiders are probably gonna ask for him because I can only imagine him with Max Crosby on that Raiders defense. That's sick. And having Olave with Devontae and Shaheed, it's just, I guess it would have to be Lattimore. Lattimore some picks. Or at least Taysom Hill and some picks. We gotta give up somebody good. It's gonna be one of those two guys for sure.
But a first round pick, would you fine with giving up one of those?
Yeah, for Devontae.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will hate it. I'll be mad for a while, but I will understand it because we will have Devontae.
Okay.
And Devontae knows Carr very well. So
yeah, right. I think at this point, and it's just because of what I saw week one, honestly the past first 3 weeks, what I saw, I'd be willing to make that investment to try to recoup and try to win it all this year, because we show some dominance on defense. I like the way that looked, but with our offensive line kind of being in shambles right now, is it even worth making a trade of the future for one player who's not going to fix one of the biggest question marks you got, right? He does fix a hole at wide receiver, but it's still a problem with the offensive line. You know, if we can't keep the quarterback up, you know, Devontae could be open. It don't matter, you know?
Yeah. he'll be standing on the island just like he's standing on the island in Vegas.
Right. Exactly. I'm pretty sure you get open in Vegas, you know?
That's all. I'm not holding my breath on that Devontae Adams talk. I usually ignore it because I know for a fact he's going to the Jets. So I am now counting my prayers on getting him because I'm like, there's no way we're getting him. And
well, see, it's not a player option type of thing. Like, he can go wherever the Jets agree to. And so if you give the proper compensation, you can get the player.
Yeah.
Now, if the Jets, you know, if the Jets step up and beat you, then that's what happens. But you know, I think if the Saints roll out of first, they can be like, okay, cool, here you go.
Yeah,
because I don't think anybody else is doing that.
No one's really jumping out of the gate saying, no, we want him. So they're looking to trade him as soon as possible, but I think more than likely it's probably going to end up New York. But I'll be shocked and surprised if our name comes up in that list and he says, I want to go to New Orleans.
Yeah, look, he said he wanted to go where there's a quarterback there that
he knows.
You know, he's familiar with or whatever, and New Orleans fits the bill for that. That's fine, but you know, it's like, do we pull the trigger on doing it, and are we the most aggressive people to do it? So if you trade for him, you got him for a while under his current deal. Like, his deal doesn't really expire until 26, but you're going to be paying him. And
it's going to be cheaper though.
Well, after next year, I mean, 25 is when he starts making 45 million a year. And so this is going to be a big commitment if you make it. So yeah, this won't be a 1-year rental type of situation. You can definitely pull the trigger and get him. You just gotta make the deal with the Jets. I'm sorry, with the Raiders. So
yeah, I agree. Because even if we do sign him, it's like, is he gonna walk at the end of the season? Because do we even have enough cap space to pay the rest of that contract? And if we do, are we gonna have enough to re-sign him?
Well, you know, next year, I mean, you could figure that stuff out. Honestly, I don't think
Kamara's still looking for another contract.
Right,
So
right, exactly.
if we bring Devontae Adams in, we might just kiss Kamara goodbye.
Not necessarily. They could figure out things. Trust me. If they want to keep both players, they could do it. They could figure out a way to work those deals. But the way his contract is structured, I don't think you have to re-sign him. Like he can't demand another deal because like you're under contract. Like it's the same situation as Hassan Reddick. Like you're under contract, bro. Like this is the deal you signed.
Yeah. It just if I'm Kamara, I'm like, oh, you bringing in another guy to pay his contract, but you can't pay me because he still hasn't got, and he's not going to do any more contract talks until after the season. And the way we're playing, it won't be long before his mom is already made up before the end of the year. So,
yeah, look, you don't have to figure out next year's cap situation until next year. So,
yeah,
beauty about next year's cap. So, there you go.
yeah.
Well, that's what you do when you want to make those kind of trades. Will, that's what you do. You figure it out as you figure it out. Like that's the way it goes. Or you can play it safe and not make any deal. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Thomas, I mean, he played himself out of a contract. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, no one told him to go get surgery right before training camp starts and misses like the season.
Yeah.
So he played himself out of a contract.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a mess of a situation there.
Yeah.
So yep, man. So you got any final thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, it was it was disappointing. Could have did better. I know not to take nothing away from the Chiefs defense, but our offense could have been better. Our play calling could have been better. The offensive line could have played better to create space for Kamara. Our wide receivers could have did better to try to either catch the balls or try to get some type of pass interference calls go their way. So it's a collective effort that everyone needs to step up, from the offensive line to the wide receivers to the offensive coaching staff. We need to get better because now we lost to the Eagles, we lost to the Falcons, we lost to the Chiefs, and now we got the reigning, defending, NFC South champs coming to the crib on Sunday. So,
and
we're 1-1 in the division right now. We can't go 1-2.
Right. The Bucks are leaving early to head to New Orleans to escape the hurricane that's destined to hit Tampa. So definitely prayers for those people in Tampa. Pray that they make it out okay and everything like that. But that is something we've kind of got. Like they're not gonna be in their routine, and they have to be on the road. So that is a bonus for us coming off of a short week. But the game against Tampa is definitely a very important game. A division game, just like you said, we need to win a division game. If we hope to win this division is still in play, and that's the only way you're gonna win it is if you beat these teams. So let's come out and play a good game on Sunday, man, at the Dome, bro. So
yeah, gotta defend home turf, man, because the Bucks are playing good, man. I don't know what it is, but ever since Brady pulled up, the Bucks have been playing pretty solid since then. So it's like it's their time to run the division now. We spent 15 years running the division mostly. So now we got Atlanta making a case, and we got Tampa still. They're the division champs right now. Ever since I think Brady's second year, they've been the division champs ever since.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep. But they are definitely
Bad time
coming
for
off of a physical game with the Falcons, and like I said, they got to travel on this crazy week where they're escaping the hurricane. So they got a couple things working against them. We'll see if we can capitalize on that. And in this losing streak that we've got going on. So this is the Beer Chaser. I am Dale. That is Trail, man. We will see y'all again next week, where we hope to be on the winning end of things. So, who that?
Who that?
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.